What's up, my Comic-Con? My name's Cullen, and I collect comics. And today we're going to go through the comic books that I picked up for Wednesday, September 14th. And I figured I'd get one quick video in before I go to Riot Fest in Chicago. I picked up my weekly pulls here from the Comix Strip in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. It's on Broadway. It's right across from the old Esquire Theater. You should check it out. If you're not in anywhere near Southeast Missouri, check out your own local comic shop. Definitely support them. And we're also going to get into, I've got some mail here where I got some books from Comixsense. Comixsense is another great place to get comic books. They have a Facebook page, and their Facebook group, they do sales every Tuesdays from 5:30. Usually ends up around 7 to 7:30. Really good spec. Really lots of number ones. Lots of it's all new books coming in, but it's at a really great price. Usually they're at least almost 30% off cover. So you should definitely check them out. Comixsense, Comixsense. Love the guys there, but we're going to go on from that. Move on to my first book this week, which we have Batgirls. And Batgirls, we have a Jorge Corona cover. Love Jorge Corona's work, by the way. One of my more favorite artists of recent. If you get a chance to check out his work with Scotty Young on, they did, I believe, Middle West together. And I've never read Middle West, but I'm a really, really big fan of the last thing they did, The Me You Know in the Dark. But, we got Neil Googe doing the interior art, and Becky Cloonan and Michael Conrad doing the writing for this. And Steph has a date with an actual boy. Well, this calls for a celebration or a trip to the zoo. The Batgirls and Steph's dreamy love interests are in for a day of monkey business, but all that monkeying around ends when they've got a henchman on their tail. Meanwhile, Babs is one step closer to tracking down the Hill Ripper. Too bad, all it took was yet another homicide. Alright, so we're at Batgirls. Next, after Batgirls, we have a Batman versus Robin. We got a Muhammad Azrar cover. And the art for the interiors is also Muhammad Azrar. And Mark Waid's writing this. And let's see. Spinning out of the events of both Superman, Batman, World's Finest, and Shadow War, father and son will do battle in one another in a single most earth-shattering most earth-shattering tale ever told. Deep in the heart of the Lazarus Island, the demonic legacy of the Al Ghul family line has at last been freed, and the devil Nezza is out for blood. To reclaim his total domination over the planet Earth, Nezza has supercharged magic. Anyone who dares to be overcome by the demonic evil supercharges their ability to dangerous and unpredictable, and some cases deadly levels. With Damian and Nezza in the clutches and Bruce haunted by the return of an old friend, the Dark Knight and Boy Wonder are pitted against one another in the battle of the century. Legendary writer Mark Waid helms the next epic saga in Batman's history, while superstar artist Muhammad Azrar makes his triumphant return to DC. Alright. Then next we've got Batman Urban Legends. And let's move on up to it. Batman Urban Legends. This is issue 19. By the way, the last two issues, it was issue 10 of Batgirl and Girls, and issue 1 of Batman vs. Superman, and this issue 19 of Batman Urban Legends has a DK Ruan cover. And of course, there is a ton of people doing this, and it looks like they're going to include that in the blurb, so we're just going to go ahead and read it. Written by Brandon Thomas, Brandon Easton, Chris Burham, Zach Thomas, and Joey Esposito, and art by Alberto Jimenez Albuquerque, Will Robson, Chris Burnham, and Hayden Sherman, and Mikael Janin. And the Outsiders find the villain who captured the Duke Thomas's mother, Alfred Starr, and as an investigator continues, a new murder is plaguing the streets of Gotham City, and Batman thinks it's a child, and we see inside the mind of Two-Face we never have before. All included in this epic, the new issue of Batman Urban Legends. Alright, then the next book I picked up would be this Dark Crisis, World Without Justice League Wonder Woman. Leila DeLuca did the cover, and let's see, the artists are Brendan Pedersen and Leila DeLuca. Teenie Howard and Dan Walters is writing this, or Dan Waters. Yeah, Dan Waters. Sorry, but yeah. When Pariah and his forces of great darkness lay waste to the most powerful superheroes of all time, all hope was lost. Until now, the power of weapons of war, Pariah has captured each member of the Justice League and has tapped them on the worlds suited to their every dream and desire, while the planets themselves slowly eat away at their respective inhabitants. As Wonder Woman begins a new chapter in her life, Pariah has uprooted her to a reality he controls. How will the Amazon princess adapt? Also, Dan Waters and Brendan Pearson combine their forces for a noir tale featuring Martian Manhunter. Excuse me. Where there's a life, there's hope. And with that hope comes despair, unraveling the tapestry of DCU's biggest event for 2022. Alright. Next we got that Future State Gotham, issue number 17. We got a Simone De Mijo cover. Writer for this is Dennis Culver. And it's issue number 17, like I said, if I didn't say that before. It's Bruce Wayne versus Jade Fox versus Dick Grayson versus Damian Wayne versus Hush for the right to call themselves Batman, while Jason Todd and Hunter Panic face off against Oracle and Talia. And whomever wins must face the return of a sinister evil that wants to destroy all of Gotham City. Don't expect everyone to survive this. Alright. Next we've got Justice League. Number 5. We got Daniel Warren Johnson cover. I say Justice League because it's Jurassic League. Issue number 5. Daniel Warren Johnson, who's been doing it. We got Juan Gideon still writing it. And cover artist Daniel Warren Johnson also. So yeah, Darkseid has revealed himself and the entire world trembles beneath his might. Can even the newly assembled Jurassic League stand a chance against this Ankylosaur antagonist and his legion of Dumosaura? Experience the prehistoric, pre-ultimate chapter to find out. Oh, Jurassic League. Next, we're moving on to The Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 6, issue number 9. Obviously, we're going to have John Romita Jr. cover. And Zeb Wells is the writer for this, and the artist for this one is Patrick Gleason. Hellfire Gala tie-in. Something happens at the Hellfire Gala that sends Spider-Man and Wolverine on a dangerous mission all over creation. That's right, the best duo in comics is back. But who are they fighting, and what or who are they fighting for? No spoilers here. Alright. Sorry guys, can't spoil that, apparently. Alright, we have Avengers Judgment Day. Avengers X-Men Eternal Judgment Day. Issue 4. Writer for it still Kieran Gillen. The cover artist for this is Mark Brooks. The artist for it is Valerio Shitty. And this is the quick blurb. The clock is ticking and midnight looms. It's not too late. Okay. Then we have the issue Daredevil. Marco Cicciotto is the it's issue number 3 of volume 7 of Daredevil. Marco Cicciotto is the artist, and the writer's Chip Zdarsky. Raphael Delors is the actually interior artist. That was the cover artist, was Marco Cicciotto. Alright, Daredevil saves the world with no more ambitious and aggressive goals. Or wait a second, Daredevil saves the world with more ambitious and aggressive goals than ever before. Daredevil has started putting together a team, but not everyone wants to be part of Matt Murdock and Elektra Nachios' vision of the future. As Matt and Elektra grow increasingly distant from the superhero community and closer to another, Daredevil will once again be at odds with heroes and villains alike. Awesome. Now we are finishing these weekly pulls up with, actually from Comixsense, you'll see next week that I got the other two. I got the main cover of Death Dealer, and I got the 1 in 5 cover. So I wanted to pick this up at the shop because this, the B cover is always Frank Frazzetta's work. And this is the first appearance of the Sea Witch, who you'll see right here on the back of this Frank Frazetta cover, because this is the Frank Frazetta painting. And so I really wanted the Frank cover too. So, yeah, Opus Comics, this is issue number 5B. Obviously, like I said, of Death Dealer, cover artist Frank Frazetta, Diego Glenda Galinda is the artist, and Torun Granbiak. I know I'm being horrible with names, but sorry. But yeah, we're gonna start reading about this one because, like I said, Sea Witch. The Sea Witch, worshipped by some, feared by others, respected by all. She rarely meddles in the affairs of men. But with the pleas of a young boy and the arrival of a mysterious presence, lure the Sea Witch from beneath the ocean, and the vengeance is hers. A special one-shot by Turin Granbeck, who did Jane Foster and Mighty Thor, and Diego Galindo, who did Stranger Things comics. So, yeah. Alright. And that's that Frank Frazetta cover. So, this is all the, my weekly pickups, my pickups from the Comix Strip. And now we're going to move on to Comixsense here. So, I'll get the table ready, and I will talk to you all in a second. Alright. Alright, what's up, y'all? We've got my Comixsense order here. Alright. I really like Comixsense a lot. You'll hear me talk about them if you haven't heard me talk about them a bunch. Anyway, and this is, they're one of the best places to get comics on line, definitely. The guys seem pretty cool. They're all super nice. If they mess something up, they definitely make it right, too. But, alright, we've got Twig by Image. This was like the one book I wanted to make sure I definitely got this week. It's the last issue. I want to make sure I got that Peach Momoko version variant. Love that. I just have to get issue number 1 to get all the rest of those. We got Shock Shop number 1 by Dark Horse. We've got Something's Killing Our Children number 25. We've got 3 copies of the second printing of it. We got a Grimm number 2, third print. And one of the books I was super happy and wanting to get this week. We have Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, Anniversary Spectacular, number 1. And this is got the first appearance of Amber Nightstone, who is apparently the antithesis Sabrina, born the same day. Got Boogeyman number 1 by Blaze Comics. This looked really interesting. Definitely looked cool to me. But, alright, here's the first little stack there. Now, let's get on to the second little stack from them. Hear that sign of the Gemini mailer hit the floor. I've actually got them cleaned up right now, but one time one of my buddies came over and I literally from where I've been doing this, I just had a stack of them and he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. But, alright. We have Spider-Man 2099 Exodus. This will be the first appearance of Green Goblin 2099. So, yeah. If you like Green Goblin a lot, that's a cool one. New Mutants number 29. I pretty much can't remember why I got this, other than the fact that it had this sweet cover with magic on it. I always like magic. Another 29. Regular cover, I believe. Mandalorian second printing of number 1. Second printing of Gambit number 1. Alien number 1. I believe this is a second printing also. Then we got New Rat City. This looked really interesting to me by Scout. So this is also one of those non-stop comics where it's the first issue is like this and then everything else is a graphic novel. Then we've got the other covers I've got of my Twig. So yes, that was all the books I had picked up this week. And let's see if I get anything cool in Chicago, huh? I'm ready to go to Riot Fest. I mean, I'm gonna get there's a couple shops I really like to head up there. If you're in the Chicago area, Challengers Comics always has, they don't really have a lot of old back issues, but they have newer back issues, and their $2 books are great. I'm gonna hopefully hit up Chicago Comics. I love them too. So yeah, there's several shops I'd like to go to and check out. So I'll holler at you guys later. Thanks for listening, and yeah, I'll roll the books here and talk to you later, and see you when I get back from Chicago.